Have you ever noticed how nothing is actually wrong, but your mind refuses to believe it? You're sitting there, everything is fine, and suddenly a thought appears. What if something goes wrong? And just like that, your peace is gone. That's overthinking. Overthinking is the art of creating problems that don't exist. It's when your mind takes a simple moment and turn it into a complex problem. It starts small, one thought, one doubt, one what if. But your mind doesn't stop there. It builds stories, it imagines outcomes, it predicts failures, and it replays the conversation that are already over. And even before you know it, you are emotionally reacting to something that even haven't happened. And here is the tricky part. Overthinking feels smart. It feels like you're analyzing, preparing, being responsible. But in reality, you're just stuck in a loop of fear. Because if thinking would have solved the problem, you would feel calmer after thinking more. But you don't. You feel more anxious, more confused, more stuck. That is your signal. You're not thinking, you're overthinking. Real thinking leads to action. Overthinking leads to paralysis. Real thinking focuses on what you can control. Overthinking obsesses over what you can't. Real thinking gives clarity. Overthinking gives chaos. And the biggest cost, you suffer twice. Once in your imagination, and then again only if the problem actually happens. Most of the time, it doesn't. Think about how many things you worried about that never actually came true. All that energy wasted on possibilities. That is why overthinking is so exhausting because your mind doesn't know the difference between a real threat or an imagined one. So every time, every what if feel real, your heart races, your chest tightens, your mind spirals, and all that without anything actually happening. So, what's the way out? It's not about stopping your thoughts completely. That's impossible. It's about changing your relationship with your thoughts. So, next time when your mind starts spiraling, pause and ask yourself, is this a fact or a fear? That one question can bring back you into reality. Now, think about what I can do about it. If there is an action, take it. If there is nothing that you can do about it, then let it go. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking more, it comes from thinking better and sometimes thinking less. You don't need to solve a future that hasn't arrived yet. You don't need to fight battles that may never happen. You don't need to carry problems that don't exist. Because peace isn't found in having all the answers. It's found in trusting yourself to handle whatever comes. So the next time your mind tries to pull you into an imaginary problem, remember this. Overthinking is an art of creating problems that don't exist. And you don't have to be that artist anymore.